Hey, vinyl community, Jeff's back again. I'm excited because just got something in the mail today. I was going to do this video. I had a couple of things that came in the past week or so, and I was kind of holding them. And this, I knew was coming. It was coming from a third-party vendor, so it could take a little longer. It showed up today. They actually mailed a priority mail, and so I wanted to jump on this and show this today. These are all items recently bought from Amazon.com under great deals. I'm always watching, as I've done in my videos, talked in my videos before, I'm always watching with one of those programs I got that monitors it. And whenever something drops pretty low, I determine whether I want to pounce on it or not. This one I pounced on because I'm going to tell you what. On Amazon, and almost anywhere you look for this album, it's $100+. Hundreds of dollars in some cases. People are outrageous. I would never pay that much for an album. All of a sudden, third-party vendor on Amazon pops up with this album under $30. They listed it in good condition, which I'm kind of leery of. Very good is nice, good is okay. I thought for the price of under $30 for an album that everybody else is selling for over $100, I would take a chance. Kiss, Smashes, Trashes, and Hits. So, because you never know. Is it someone who just doesn't know and they're just like, yeah, it's in good condition. They don't really know. Well, in this case, I would have to say that this person really didn't know how to properly, rank the type of condition that the album's in. The album itself is in great condition. I would say in very good to very good plus. All I find on the actual vinyl is some fingerprints. I played it with the fingerprints, and it's got some crackles, but it's really hardly noticeable when the music's on. So all I got to do is clean it up, get them fingerprints off, and I mean there's like mild, one or two mild little markings, little scratches, typical stuff. Very good, at least, if not better. Once I clean it up, I mean it's shiny and everything. Once I clean it up, I'm sure that it's going to go to a probably semi crackle free. The cover itself is really not in bad condition. It's got your typical wear and tear. Really, it's not bad for a 1988 album. So yeah, it's one of those albums which I don't believe this was even reissued in 2014 when all the Kiss reissues came out. So this is one of those ones that was released like in 88, and maybe there was a 1990 edition, but that's pretty much the only time. There was a picture disc version out there at some point. I don't like picture disc versions, I think. But anyway, so yeah, it's been on my wish list, and I knew I'd probably never get one because the prices were outrageous. So definitely scored with this one in my opinion. I listened to it already. Sounds great. So I am thoroughly impressed. Now the other ones that came in, again, they were things that dropped down pretty good in price. Michael Schenker Group Heavy Hitters. This is a 2021 reissue on red. It's a double record set. If you're not familiar with this particular release, it's really not it's got the Michael Schenker logo, Michael Schenker Group. It's really not that, kind of mislabeled. Michael Schenker plays all the guitar. He plays guitar on every song, lead guitar, rhythm guitar on quite a few songs. And then a lot of other musicians are involved as far as the vocals and stuff. And they do a bunch of cover tunes. Now this album was released in 2005 called Heavy Hitters. And this album is pretty much a copy of that, but there are some bonus tracks because the vinyl, like in this case, double vinyl, had more than enough room, so they put some instrumental versions on there. It was reissued again in like 2008. I have both versions on CD because I didn't realize at the time when I bought the 2008 edition that this is the same song. It's just how they repackage and rip you off there. But 2008 it was reissued as Michael Schenker Guitar Masters the Kulick Sessions, because Bob Kulick, the late Bob Kulick, is the one who did most all the mixing and everything producing of these songs. And so you get a bunch of people together and you get Michael to do all the guitar parts, and you can see here, Vinny Appice, Sebastian Bach, Gary Barden, Paul Di'Anno, Ansley Dunbar, Tony Franklin, Bob Kulick, Tony Levin, Tim Ripper Owens, Jeff Pilson, Rudy Sarzo, Tommy Shaw, Eric Singer, Mark Slaughter, Jeff Scott Soto, Phil Suzanne, Joe Lynn Turner, Leslie West, Edgar Winter, Chuck Wright, and Simon Wright. It is a who's who of amazing rock artists. Gatefold, it's got all the information about who played what. Anyway, yeah, it's another great quick put out by Deadline, Cleopatra Records. And like I said, I have 2 versions on CD, but now I have the red. And it's weird. Not a big deal. But album 1 is translucent red. Album 2 is not. It's like a darker opaque. But yeah, this album has been hovering in the $35+ range. It's been on my wish list for probably more than a year, and it dropped down to under $20, somewhere in the teens. I forget how much this one was. So yeah, one of those pounceable moments that I did. Same thing with this one, but this one's always been hovering under $20, but it dropped down to like $14. Wake by For Today. For Today, this is their last album from 2015. I thought I had more of their stuff on vinyl. I don't. I guess I was thinking of another band that I do have some of their stuff on, so I wanted to grab this. But For Today, if you're not familiar with them, they are a metalcore band. This was their last album in 2015. The singers and people moved on to other projects and whatever. They are one of a very small handful of metalcore bands that I really got into back in the day that I still get into. Others would include War of Ages and Demon Hunter and bands like that I had got into back in the day. So they are one of the few. Sleeping Giant, one that they've been recently reissued on vinyl. Those are a few of the bands from those days I got into, and this is one of them. And so when it dropped down, I've been watching it. It's been hovering in the $18 range. But when it dropped down to like, I think it was $14, I grabbed it. So there you go. Just a few quick, inexpensive grabs from Amazon.com. And anyway, yeah, great. I'm so excited about the Kiss stuff. And I now have another compilation for the Kiss vinyl tag that I did the other day. I said, I don't really have any compilations. Well, now I have another one other than Double Platinum. That's it for this one, though. Rock on and rock hard.